Alright, so I may have made a crazy decision. Earlier this year, I decided to give our 13-year-old daughter a big responsibility. What happened here? Wow. Greetings, friends! I'm Mike the Fit Farmer, and years ago I moved my family out of the city to homestead in the country. Join me as I share our adventures of growing stuff, striving to live a healthy lifestyle, and so much more. Oh, and we live in a yurt. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with a friend. As a parent, one of my goals is to equip our children with essential skills that everyone should have. And I personally think that gardening and learning and knowing how to grow your own food is one of those skills. I can still remember our daughter when she was just a few months old. We had her right there at the table with us starting seeds for one of our first gardens. And even a few months after that, she was right there crawling around in the garden helping me harvest and tend to plants. And now it's crazy to think that she's 13 years old. It's like, wow, where did the time go? Man, it goes by fast, doesn't it? Man, but still, she's only 13 years old. Can she handle the responsibility that I'm giving her, or is it a mistake? Alright, so how you handling all this new responsibility? I've given you this big job. How's it going?
Going pretty well. You've given me like the ducks and the chickens and the goats and pastimes, so I think I'm ready for this.
And the camels and the ostriches, just kidding. I guess I have given you a lot of different things over the years. Huh. Yeah.
And like I've also done the microgreens like all by myself.
Good point, good point. You even helped me teach a microgreens workshop. So yeah, I guess you're right.
And with the microgreens, I start them from seed in our Bootstrap Farmer trays. And once they germinate, I move them to our grow shelves under grow lights. And throughout the process, I make sure they're properly watered, but not too much water. And then I harvest them. And I have mostly grown radish, kale, sunflower, and peas.
And a lot of times I come by you and check on you and I hear you listening to K-pop and you're just bebopping around.
I like it. It helps me get going.
I kind of like it too, especially like the upbeat ones because it reminds me of like 80s music. It's just fun and positive and it's just like...
And Dad, for a number of years now, I have been starting most of our greenhouse plants from seed.
That's right, yeah. You got the tomatoes started, cucumbers started, and you and your friend Anna even helped transplant them into the greenhouse and into the hot tub. Yeah, and I must say you've been doing a great job. Now, I haven't been totally hands off. I have been giving you a little bit of help here and there and advice along the way. But you taking on the garden has really helped me this year with focusing on some other aspects of our business and growing other aspects of our farm. So I really do appreciate it. And I will apologize that I was late in helping you prune the tomatoes in the greenhouse. So we did get those under control, thankfully. But overall, you've been doing a great job keeping an eye on things in there, making sure the plants stay watered, and I'm looking forward to the tomatoes that you're producing in there.
And I must admit, it has been really nice having your help every now and then.
What?
And it's also been really nice having my best friend Anna to help me out in the main garden this year.
Yeah, we started off earlier this year, main market garden area, covering up the beds with our silage tarps. And then we left the tarps on for around a month, and then we pulled them off. Bed bags off. Hold it. But just be careful. I don't know what animals are underneath here. Alright, Anna, let's get this corner. I'll get this corner. And I'll fold it over. See what's in here. Okay, we're gonna flip it again. And after pulling off the tarps, all three of us got busy broad forking. We did a lot of broad forking. And we're low-till gardeners. So after broad forking, there was a lot of clods, big clunky clods in those areas that just had to be broken up. So we did do a light tillage in those areas then. And then after that, I helped you ladies get the bed set up, marking in our lines for each row. And I was hoping you both were watching. Hopefully watching what I'm doing, so that way you'd be able to just take it on all by yourself and you wouldn't need me anymore. So I hope you were watching.
We were.
After marking the beds, I next came through with the wheel hoe to make furrows for planting the seeds. Here's a quarter mile. And lastly for this section, I thoroughly watered the seeds. Oh, and I almost forgot. After that, I showed you all a trick for increasing their germination. Do you remember what that trick was?
Yep, you just cover your plants up with a tarp, make sure it stays nice and moist, and then after a couple days, 2 or 3 days, you look, see if your plants have started.
Exactly right. Whoa, check out the germination that we have here. So the tarp created an environment which increased the germination rate of our arugula in each of these rows. Way to go. And with that increased germination, that means having beds that aren't spotty with a plant here and then way off yonder a plant in another spot. But no, a bed or beds, since we did 2, that are jam-packed with arugula starts. Beautiful. And also in that same section, you and Anna did 2 more rows of arugula all by yourself this time, without me, because I was working on another section, uncovering it and broad forking it.
And I think we did a good job. And I can do the next ones.
Look at these ladies. They went ahead and marked out the bed, saved enough space for the walkway, and now they're doing the bed. Way to go. Piece of cake, right, Anna?
Piece of cake, as long as the ground's soft. Otherwise, it's a pain in the butt.
But you also had some more starts that you were growing that were destined for the main garden.
Yep, we had cauliflower, spinach, cabbage, and bok choy.
But before we could plant those, we first had to put them under our low tunnel to harden off. We have this low tunnel that we constructed, and we covered it with a shade cloth. And this shade cloth helps the plants not be overly stressed and helps them to transition to being outside.
And we also use that shade cloth for growing lettuce in the summer.
And then after hardening them off, it was time to transplant them outside. Now, Micah, one of my other sons, just loves using the auger and the drill for these kind of tasks. See how that is deep there?
How much further we'll go? No one knows. No one knows.
I figured more, but didn't want to hurt just in case. Yeah, whatever. Arch rivals.
Besties.
Arch rivals, besties.
Hey, Micah, you're not holding your mouth right. You gotta hold it down in there.
Your mouth? You gotta be happy looking. Like, yay! But not too happy, otherwise you look crazy.
How do you hold your mouth when you do it, Sarah?
I guess.
Just make sure no bugs get in there.
Yep, gotta make sure.
This guy.
Might catch up.
How do you hold your mouth?
Closed.
What are you doing over that mouth over there? What are you doing? There he is. That's serious. Oh, there's a smile. There's a smile. And wow, you've actually done a good job taking care of them and keeping them all alive.
Thanks.
Just kidding. But you did something that I probably would not have done while you were out there tending to the plants. You brought in something that you found out in the garden that I probably would have left out there. She doesn't remember what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I do. It was a little creature.
Ah,
What was it?
it was a bunny. I think you are the one who disturbed their nest.
Probably.
I was the one who caught it.
Little boy or girl, you know?
It's a rabbit.
Can't tell. It might be a boy. Kind of looks like it.
Let's take it inside and let others see it. Is that cool, Micah?
Mm-hmm. One Sam dropped it and ran around.
Put it in your shirt. Make it run around your shirt.
Well, we probably can't put it back now, so.
You found a baby bunny. Where'd you find it at?
My daddy was mowing and they ran and I got it.
Let me see it.
Oh, I
Touch
think
its
I know
face.
where.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it, has calves. I'll get this. Yes,
Well, maybe babies won't bite.
they can. But I
Don't
bet you
touch
there's
its
more
face.
babies.
And you probably can't put it back, right?
Yeah, you can.
Really? The mom will come back?
Yeah, this one's already eating grass on its own and everything.
This one's a
too.
fatty.
Yep.
It may be on its own already. I want to hold it. I used to. My grandfather had bunnies whenever I was little.
Can you take the thing off?
Oh!
You think they're too excited.
Hey, little
Oh,
bunny.
so soft.
Yeah. You just called it?
Yeah. It was in the dog plant and
Hey, little one.
the worst animals.
You say bunny?
Say bunny?
Can you say it? Say bunny.
Yeah, I saw it in the dock where Micah said it was, and I just put my hands over there and caught it. I had to release it back outside.
Yep, you sure did. Maybe you can get some bunnies or something else one day from somewhere else. You do know those things like to eat the garden produce, right? So hopefully it won't be back in the garden.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. You've done a really great job keeping that area mostly weed free. You got a really big harvest of arugula in that first section that we did. And then in that second section, the cauliflower and cabbage weren't quite ready yet, but it was still time to harvest. So we harvested some spinach that we had interplanted with the cauliflower and cabbage.
And we even wash the greens like you taught us. We rinse them and then we put them in a salad strainer. And then we dried them off.
And I bet you were even listening to K-pop while you were doing it.
Yeah.
And you also got a good harvest of bok choy.
So big.
That looks good.
It's pak choy for the P.
Excuse me. Pak choy with the P. Remember that P. There's bok choy, there's bok choy. But this was actually pak choy. Excuse me. And y'all did make a really good Asian dish from the pak choy.
And that dish is actually kimchi.
Oh, excuse me. She made kimchi out of the pak choy. What happened here? Wow.
I know, my pak choy has gone to seed.
It has. Man, it has. Wow. But you might be able to save some seed from that. But that's not what I'm going wow about. I'm going wow about these cabbages and this cauliflower here. Man, look at this. We've actually never grown these before. Congratulations, Selah, for helping us grow something we've never grown before. Man. A little purple tint to them. Not sure if they're older or not. Let's see here. Huh. There we go. There we go. Wow, that looks cool. Yeah, just grab a little piece off so you got a taste. It's yummy. Save these for some other animals to eat. The livestock. Goats probably like it. I'm thinking the heat may have made them turn a little bit purple, but still tastes fine. Good. Yep. Right there. Good job. Let's see that. Looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood, doesn't it? Now, some of these do have a few holes on them, but that's okay. Not that it looks like Swiss cheese or anything, where there's holes completely everywhere. But it does remind me of a number of years ago. We had this older lady that was a farm customer of ours, and she said that for her, having some bug bites on the plants was good, because she was like, if the bugs aren't eating it, I don't want to eat it either, because that means that it has something on there that I shouldn't be eating. And here we try to do everything beyond organic, so I'm not putting any chemical pesticides, herbicides, any of things like that on our plants. Looks like you're getting the hang of this, aren't you?
Yep, I think
There
so.
you go. That'll be the first time I've let her actually use the knife to harvest the cabbages. So she's just stepping up all over the place. She won't even need me much longer.
Nope.
Oh man, you're supposed to say like, I always need you, Dad. And this is also my first time harvesting cauliflower. I know, a first for me. Oh, you still need me after all. You still need me. It's kind of heavy.
Kind of. See, it is heavy.
Alrighty. I wonder if this looks like Sailor's brain. You think that's Sailor's brain?
Oh,
Or is that your brain?
no, sailor.
Got a big brain there though. I ain't sure it didn't fit in your head.